So it is the end of my 15th week. Well, 15th week on remote year because it's halfway through our 4th month. Currently I'm doing my video from a town in the south of Mexico in a region called Oaxaca. It's on the coast. It's called Puerto Escondido. Look at how beautiful it is. So this is known as kind of like a really small beach town, really well known for surfing, the most beautiful sunset. So if you can see, it's a little cloudy today, but the sunset of the first night I was here, I feel like I'll remember forever. It was maybe the most beautiful sunset I've ever seen in my life. And we are here, actually, I think I said for the weekend, but we're here for the week. Well, I came on Monday morning and I'm leaving Friday morning. I really just wanted to come and live here like during the week while I worked and see what it was like to live in like a smaller town and not so much a city. But sorry, I'm getting ahead of myself. So if you're just watching this for the first time, I am currently traveling for a year with a program called Remote Year, where we live and work remotely from a different country every month for 12 months. And I am recording a video at the end of each week to just talk about what I did that week, and then also share some of the things maybe I learned, what's on my mind, to just honestly help myself grow as I go, document the journey, and also in case it helps anyone else out there, here I am. So like I said, this is the end of week, I think week 15, although honestly counting is starting to get hard. So we're 3 weeks into living in Mexico City. This is the last month of Latin America before we head to Asia for 4 months. And I've done a lot this week. What did we do? I spent the weekend in a small town that I keep on practicing. I'm trying to say it right, but I still need work. So it's in San Miguel de Allende. And it was such a pretty town. It was kind of small to medium size, and there's so many colorful houses and buildings, a beautiful church, and just like really happy, nice people. So it was like, once again, getting out of the massive city of Mexico City. And then, yeah, got home Sunday night and came straight here on like a 6 a.m. flight on Monday morning. And I've been staying at a hostel called Selena, which also has a co-working space in it. So it's kind of like a cheap resort, if you could call it that. It has like, you know, you could live there. It has dormers. I'm spending $10 maybe a night, but I'm staying in a room with 4 or 5 bunk beds and like 6 other women who I don't know. But it's so cheap, and there's also like a bar and a restaurant where you can get breakfast and you can hang out at night. Every night there's like a different thing to do at night, salsa lessons, things like that. And then there's a co-working space with really high-speed Wi-Fi. So I've been working every day since I've been here. And like I was kind of saying at the beginning, the reason I wanted to come on this trip was because Mexico City is amazing. It's really an awesome city, but I know what I'm like living in cities. I've been living in cities basically my whole life. And I know what routine I can do in cities to make me happy, and I just know what my life is like there. And I was feeling very comfortable. So I wanted to come to a smaller town, because part of what I wanted to do on Remote Year was like just do different things and see how I feel about them. And so this is definitely that, because I realized as soon as I got to Selena, so I came by myself Monday morning because I can't stay here for the weekend because my friends are coming to Mexico City. So I came here by myself, landed at 7 a.m. completely alone, had no idea how I was even going to get to the hostel from the airport, figured it out. My friends didn't come until last night, Tuesday night. And I realized, I checked, like I said, I'm staying in a shared dorm. Basically all I have is a backpack, and I don't even have any personal space. I get ready like either in my bunk or like really, really quickly in the shared bathroom with everyone. So it made me realize that one, remote year travel, even though it's amazing, it's very luxury travel. We're in super nice apartments everywhere. There's people on the ground who you can literally email any hour of the night. Like if your microwave's broken, like you can reach out to someone and they'll fix it right away. And honestly, sometimes people get like, you know, a little sassy and upset if like it takes too long to respond because your microwave's broken. But like getting out of your bubble and coming to places like this reminds you, like, it's not, I don't want to say it's not real travel because that's unfair. It is real travel. There's still things about it. You're going to so many countries, you're experiencing different cultures, like you're still traveling, but you're still really in a bubble. Like you're paying to be taken care of, and it's not that hard. Like travel with remote year is really pretty easy. You land in a country, someone already has your transportation to your already figured out apartment figured out. Someone takes you there, like gets you into the apartment. There's people who have already planned an itinerary for you for the whole month if you want to do that. There's people who are paid to help you know how to get around and know how to speak the language. And like these are things that normally you need to figure out on your own when you're traveling, which obviously makes it harder. So it's nice to have it taken off your plate, but also it kind of, I feel like, takes away from like the shock, which then leads to personal learning and growth of travel. So that's why I'm actually, especially after this week here, I'm thinking about actually opting out of a month in remote year and doing some travel by myself, because that will allow me to experience some more things completely on my own, and just see what I learn and see how it goes and push myself even more out of my comfort zone, because I've honestly been loving this year. There's so many amazing things about remote year, but I think I haven't really reached a point yet where I feel like this is so hard and I've reached my breaking point. I kind of feel like it's been doable so far. I'm sure I feel differently in Asia, but that's what I'm thinking about this week. I think it might sound crazy that I'm like not happy that it's been so easy, but I truly believe that in life you learn the most when things are hard and when you're pushed out of your comfort zone and when you feel like, oh my gosh, I might not be able to get through this. And that those are the moments where you can get through it and you do learn more about yourself, and maybe you discover something you never would have thought you liked at all, and maybe it changes the way you think about the world for the rest of your life. So that seems like a pretty great trade-off to make. And I think just understanding yourself is like the most important and most valuable tool you can have in life. And so if doing more things like this can help me with that, then that's what I'm gonna do. So yeah, heading into my last week and a half in Mexico City. So next time you'll hear from me, I'll be wrapping up our 4th month. And hopefully I have some cool things in the week ahead. So I'll see you guys. And subscribe to my channel, like this video if you like it, please. I hope this was somewhat interesting. See you guys and gals in a week. Check out that sunset.